How embarrassing. This is all wrong. Good morning. Happy Saturday football, baby. No Thursday night game. That's all right. The NFL is giving us some Saturday football, a nice doubleheader, and that's why we're here. Today's video will be all about Saturday, okay? We're not going to look at Sunday yet. We're not going to talk tomorrow. We're going to stay in the here and now. But guess what else? We will and can also look at NHL, NBA, whatever you guys want, all right? Whatever tickles your fancy, as they say. Now, I just looked down, and I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you could see the horror on my face, but I looked down and realized I brought in nothing to drink. No beverage, no nothing. My hat's crooked. It was been a day. Yesterday was a day. Just real quick, if you'll allow me, I had to redo my BIOS on my computer. Has anybody ever done that before? Does it ever go right the first time, or is it just me? Holy smokes, what a pain in the butt. I was up too late Friday night watching the Stranger Things finale. Anybody else? 2 hours long. Started at midnight. It was like, man, I'll bang this thing out in an hour. I'll watch this hour thing, whatever. Then I paused it at one point, like 10 minutes in, and just happened to notice that's 2 hours long. Ho, ho. So I was up late. Then yesterday I had to reset the BIOS. Took 3 to 4 hours. But real quick, guys, I just want to share. I want to make sure everybody in this, because if you're in here, you're family, all right? I'm assuming you're family. Oops. I am assuming that you're part of the family. Members have been just absolutely smacking. Look at this. All top confident plays. All of them. Top NHL confidence score for 1-2 yesterday. Smacked. Swept. All right there. Guys, I post these in there every single day. You don't have to do anything. Look at this. There it is from yesterday. I posted that screenshot. Nothing. NHL 1-2. You put these three together, it's like a plus 250, 270, something like that. And it cashed. Another sweep. We have been sweeping. And look at it's this easy. People are cashing in on them. Look at this. A plus 370, all cash from the app. VIP plays. Paparazzi's been cashing people out. It's absolutely insane to me right now that it's just absolutely insane. I'm expecting the Discord to explode soon. Once people really get wind of this, because there's no reason not to be in there after this. I mean, it's so easy. Oh, okay, Mad Dog. There will be no spoilers in here, okay? There will be no spoilers in here. I am under the assumption, I'm under the belief that how long until spoilers can happen, right? Like right now, I could talk about the ending of Castaway because it was 20 years ago, right? Seinfeld, all of the above, all those shows, The Sopranos and all that. We should be able to discuss that now. I think the statute, I think you got to at least give people 2 weeks probably, right? Before we get on here. So there will be no spoilers here. I will not be the one to ruin that for you, my friend. All right, 2 games today, as I said. We've got Carolina and Tampa Bay. Now, when I made my video earlier in the week, this was for the division. Because the Rams lost, I believe it's no longer for the division. There's some other intricacies that still have to happen, but it's highly important, right? The winner of this game probably has like an 85% chance, whereas the loser has no chance, I think. So it's no longer necessarily, I think, as clean cut as for the division, but huge game nonetheless. Close spread. Tampa Bay's at home, 3-point spread. And then this other game we've got was a 1-point spread, which I believe the Seahawks were a 1-point favorite, is now 2.5. And I think that's interesting. If you watched my earlier video, you know I am on the Panthers and I'm on the Seahawks, right? Was I on the Seahawks? Yeah, I was on the Seahawks -1. -2.5 still probably fine because you're under that field goal. All right, let me say what's up to the chat, by the way. New year, same old cash, right? New year, same old winnings. Good morning, Mad Dog, my guy. I love seeing you. And Bad Drefro says, right there, I'm with you, right there. Sergio, late? You're not late, bro. I started this like 10 minutes late, and then I ran the video for a while because I was all screwed up. Like I said, I had to redo my BIOS yesterday. Everything was all out of whack. I had to re-download. You have to re-download every single program application, re-sign into everything. Degen time. Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not going to talk about nothing. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Jeffro knows we're on the hot streak. Bad Jeffro. Woo, somebody got to tell Paparazzi to get in here. He's getting the love. He's getting the love as he deserves it. I can't believe you get this in the Discord. Do you know how much money people pay for Discords that have picks? Hopefully this doesn't ask me to verify my information. Biscuits. It did. Give me 1 second. No, not that one. Nobody wants that one. Do you know how much money people pay for like picks, services, and channels? I do. It's like $40, $50, $80 a month. And you're getting all this for a lot less than that. $19.99 a month, just the cost of the app. All right, we're back. Apologies for that, my friends. All right. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm just excited. We've worked so hard on this confidence score. Shout out to Will, who's been building his face off in the background. And him and I have just been working so hard on this thing. So I'm so proud of it. It's so awesome to see it just printing money on NHL. And then it's just maddening too, because I'm like, it's just maddening because it's like, how isn't the whole world using this right now? Like, why? What would stop you at this point? It's a low cost, less than $1 a day. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. You guys can tell. You know I'm passionate. I'm going to stop though. We're going to look at some plays. Now, again, new rules. If you haven't seen my last 1 or 2 streams, I can't post plays anymore while doing the stream, right? So we can do like hypotheticals. We can build stuff out. I think I can't click submit, essentially is it. So like I said, it's points. Let's get into some props. Let's get into some players. There we go. We're going to pull this up and we're going to use the app right here. Top play on the board, I think all week has been Sam Darnold, and it still is Sam Darnold, okay? Sam Darnold and then Baker Mayfield's yardage. I personally, you guys know how sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that confidence score thing, which, by the way, last week there was like 1 or 2 that I was like, I don't know, this guy's going to catch over 2 receptions or whatever, and sure enough, I tracked them all and they're all right. So I'm like, okay, David, get out of your own way. But I actually think these 2 plays are really, really strong here. The San Francisco 49ers defense has been putrid lately. They have been in nothing but shootouts. Their offense has been incredible, unstoppable. Brock Purdy is playing out of his mind. What's that? Isn't there a song? Get out of your mind. What is that? Little John and the East Side Boys? Shout out to Little John and the East Side Boys. If you were born in the 80s like me, and then, yeah, you kind of like that timeline lines up. You would have been a Little John fan. I think Sam Darnold and Baker right here is a great play. Now, this is a little bit, like Mad Dog said, this is a little bit of the degen hour, okay? So we're not, the straight plays and stuff too, those are where you want to build your bankroll. That's where you want to focus. That's where you stick to your units, all that stuff. That's important. This is not so much that. This is a little bit risque, if you allow me to say that. This is a little bit risque. A little risky. We're going to parlay some things. We're going to build out some stuff. We're going to do a few things that we probably shouldn't do, all right? Going to get a little bit bad. You know what I mean? Going to get a little bit naughty on stream. That's it. YouTube. When we get taken down, I'll just chat in the Discord. So I actually think it's okay to put these together and think this would build out a fun little play here. Just 220 plus right there. And then passing touchdowns. Nope, got to go to the other game. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So they do that for me. That's nice. That's nice. Where's passing? There we go. And we're going to do Sam Darnold 2+ right there. Now, I will say the Brock Purdy play is phenomenal too. Like Brock Purdy's play is really strong as well. Probably even stronger than Darnold in my personal opinion. But right there, you go a plus 226 for these 2 plays together. And I think they're a very high likelihood of success. I think they're very high probability. Basically, what you can do is you can look at the app and the confidence score, and you could almost use it as like a confidence probability. Like the AI algorithm thinks there's a 69% chance that this play hits. Okay, and we're getting it at odds of 53%, so that's a 16% bump. Actually, it's 15% because of the rounding, but still. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't like the way this looks. My hair's getting a little thin, guys. It's getting a little thin. If you have any recommendations other than flying to Turkey, Drop them in the chat. All right, but that's what I'm thinking here. My inner Vikings fan, Jeffro says, wants to put big bucks, big picks on Darnold to choke. Oh, at the end of the season in big games. You know, Jeffro, you're probably right? But more often than not, that's what he's done. However, he did finish pretty strong in that Rams game. Now, they got some help, and that defense was helpful too. My guy, Myron. But he definitely got some help there. Myron, did you see the Discord picks, my guy? I feel bad. There's somebody, I think Fives asked me for a play last week. I gave him the play. It lost. It was Josh Allen 6+ rush attempts, which did hit. But then it was Saquon 80+ rushing and receiving. I think he only got 67. Didn't get any work in the receiving game, probably because of the rain. But like with a rain game, aren't you going to dump it off for short passes to your running back? No, you're going to throw the ball 30 yards down the field to Devonta Smith, and a normally very sure-handed receiver lets the ball go right through his hands against the Bills. But yeah, let's not give Saquon any short game work. And it's so frustrating. So mad. I'm still bitter about it because I hate losing anybody money. So, oh my gosh, my guy Jeffro. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. That makes me feel good, man. I really do appreciate it, honestly. If we think we're getting two plus passing touchdowns on both sides of the ball, it's a plus 393 right here. I think there's a lot of value in that. This game is probably going to end up pretty close too. So we could even do something like over 38.5. That doesn't do a lot, huh? No. Over 42.5. And then 49ers. I mean, man, I don't see the 49ers losing this by any more than 7. It's a plus 569. I mean, this over 42.5 goes absolutely. That's what it is. We're probably getting dinged there. So just take the touchdowns then. And 49ers plus 7.5. Can you guys see that? Is that okay? Is that big enough for you guys? I could blow it up a little bit. Guys, is it going to be weird if I leave you for 5 seconds and run and grab my drink? Acceptable? You know what I can do? I got you. I can put on a little promo video. This won't be long enough. This isn't nearly long enough. Give me, oh, this is perfect, actually. This is 45 seconds. Give me 2 seconds here. Be right back. Oh, hello. Do you follow people on Twitter, X, or TikTok that do sports betting? Are you happy with their performance? Do you find yourself wanting more variety from a player, or more specificity, or perhaps more transparency is what you seek? If you answered yes to any of these questions, including and/or but not limited to success, great plays, player props, money lines, NFL, NBA, all of the above, if those are what you seek, give us a call. Dial 1-888-BET-SMART. That's 1-888-367-9243. And remember, we bet smart and win more. Dang near sprinted through the house, but look, we've got a little beverage there. We've got a water beverage there. Look at that. 64 ounces of pure filtered water. My goodness. All right. I got to screenshot this and then we're building out more. I got to screenshot this. I built a little channel in the Discord. So it's 4 picks. So it's those 3 and Baker. I wish I could like reorganize them. You know what I got to do? I just got to zoom out for a split for a hot minute here for you guys. There. And I'll just take screenshots like that and then we're good. Okay. That worked for everybody? Cool. All right. Next one. That's fun. You want touchdowns today too, right? We got to do some touchdowns, especially in some of these games that had this high point total. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? Do you guys think I have the wrong winners here? Does Does Carolina lose this game? Tampa Bay's just been on like such a skid. Now, I mean, I think if they do pull it out, because I'm a big Baker Mayfield playoff Baker Mayfield fan. I think it's because Baker goes crazy, so we could build out something for that. Let's build out like situational ones. How about that for today? Let's build out a couple of situational parlays. Guys, do you see this? New features in the app. I wish I could zoom in on it, but I cannot. Whoopsies. Nope. New features though. So that little icon right there, in case people want to know, is high ROI. So those are plays, what do we say? I think with a 10% or higher ROI. So obviously bets have to win in order to be successful. So these are plays that, what was it? 50 samples, 50 plus samples, and they have a ROI, an average return on your investment of 10% or higher. So that means you might lose more of them than you would with this other one I'm going to highlight in a second. But when you do win, it's a much greater amount, 10% or higher. So the other one is high hit rate. And these are things that just cash a lot. These are just plays that when this criteria, when this threshold is met across above 50 samples. So confidence score for this one, it could be confidence score 0.57. It could be like when confidence score is 0.56 or higher with odds between this range. It has a, what do we say? 65% or higher hit rate, I think is what we did. 65%. So I'll talk about more of that. I post in the Discord. We could talk about that more later, but I think that's oh, bro. What happened? Mad Dog, make sure you get a hold of me, bro. On on X, anywhere, or in the app. Dude, you could just, it's right here. You click the little link right at the top left. You click this little hamburger menu right here, and then right at the bottom. This will take you right into the app. That right there is just how you get into Discord. Excuse me. That's how you get into Discord. ATL ran all over them in the first half. Yeah, it was ridiculous. No home field advantage for Tampa Bay, 3-4 at home. No road advantage for Carolina. Nope. God only made so many perfect heads. The rest he covered with. That's pretty good. That is freaking funny. That is good. I like that. Yeah, we're getting a little light around here where I come from in these parts. We're getting a little bit light. All right, before we do touchdowns, because my heart wants to do touchdowns, but situational football. Tampa Bay wins this game. Okay. They win the game. You would do something like Evans gets a touchdown, although unless you want to save your touchdowns for the touchdown parlay, totally fine. We would do something like, how about this? How about just Baker 2+? Throws for 2+ touchdowns. He throws for 2+ and 250. The Baker Mayfield game. That's it. Literally, you don't care who catches the pass. You don't care who catches the touchdown. I think Baker could run one in today too, by the way. And you best believe if that happens, I'm clipping this video right here. I think Baker could absolutely run a touchdown in today. Gotta let that marinate for a minute. I love your guys' comments. God, I only made perfect. That's good. I'm gonna snip this too, and then I'm gonna share which ones are my favorite after in the Discord, because I think that is a solid play right there. All right, we're clearing it. Now, if we hold on one second. Okay, so we're going back. Sorry. Family's just yelling in the background. It's all good. It's all good. That's what happens. That's life. Seahawks and 49ers. Situational. Okay. I guess the flip side, hold on. I was distracted. The flip side of that is that the Panthers win. If the Panthers win, Bryce Young probably just has like an average day. But if they win, I might even go something, man. You know, you've got a tough Tampa Bay run defense overall, or usually at least. Their weakness is their pass defense. So in theory, if Tampa Bay loses, it's because Bryce Young had a good game. right? Like Tet, he had a good game. Tet maybe had a big game. Leggett gets a couple of catches. Let's look at receptions. Receiving yards. Jalen McMillan's the highest play for Tampa Bay. Went absolutely nuts last week. How about the highest receiving yards for Carolina? Oh, Mitchell Evans. You see, like that's when I look at it and be like, I have no idea. But Tommy Tremble, man, there's just nobody to pick from. Leggett, Tet. I mean, if they got to throw the ball, okay, we're just building out situational. This is what he did against Tampa Bay the last game. If we're building out situational, what does it take for Carolina to win? Excuse me. If they win and we think that what's his face, Bryce Young, is the reason, he goes 190 plus and Tet probably has a big game, right? And we would do something like Tet McMillan 50 plus and Coker 25 plus or something. Kind of lame though, right? Like it doesn't really move the needle too much. So you can look at something like that. Maybe you have a better plan on that. But I think the better option is probably to attack this rushing game and do something like Rico Dowdle 80 plus, maybe Bucky Irving 60 plus, and then maybe Rico just has a big game, 100 plus. Chuba's snaps have been way down, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at Chuba. I believe his snaps and touches have been way down. Do you guys know you can do this, by the way? There's his rushing yards. You could scroll down to the bottom here. I was telling my cousin, we were down with my cousin for Christmas, and my cousin, avid sports bettor and user of PropsBot, literally had no idea that this was there. None. I'm like, bro. I'm like, what are you doing? He's a young kid, 22, 23 years old. I'm like, kids these days, you're good. I thought you're supposed to be good with technology. Look at that. There's been a precipitous drop in snaps. Let's just say he doesn't get above, what's that number right there? 38. Okay, let's say his cap is 38. Let's put him weight, or 40 even, let's say. Man, he still can get there, I guess, but take out just like, put it right at 38. Yeah, I mean, he can still get there. It's not terrible. His line is set accordingly. But conversely, let's go ahead and look at Rico. Rico Dowdle. What's Rico got here? What's Rico got? In this corner, weighing 684 pounds. Oh, his snaps have been more consistent. Man, I wish we were going to see that. So his snaps are like consistent. Give him 30 snaps and take out his 65. Man, that's what you're getting from Rico right there. Not as much of an edge. These lines are set pretty appropriately. 53 and a half. So just do like 50, 60 plus for him. I can't believe that's set so high. Actually, I don't hate that. Something like that. Him, Rashad White to go 10 plus rushing yards was a confident score play. Could just build out something similar to that. How about this? And one of them's getting in the end zone. How about Rico? Rico's punching one in. Ain't bad. That ain't bad. I'll snip that one. Oh, sorry. We forgot games in here. We need to talk about the game then. All right, so if that happens, what do we say? We said that this was a Carolina Panthers victory, right? So you could go money line, straight up. I actually don't mind the 3 plus there. 3 plus, Rico and Bucky. That ain't bad, actually, right there. Take Bucky right out of it. Okay, snipped it and clipped it. Oh, where's the top of this window? There we go. All right, now we're going to the other game. Clear all. What do we got here? Darnold needs 3 touchdowns for a bonus. That's a great point. That's a good point, buddy. I'm going to snip that and throw that into the Discord with Python. Your services have been requested. There we go. All right, I just shared that in the Discord. Your services have been requested. If Carolina wins, is it because of Bryce or a big day by Dowdle? Yeah, I'm thinking Dowdle, right? Well, I mean, the thing is that where you want to attack this Tampa Bay defense is, I mean, look at his last 2 games against Tampa Bay. Where you're going to attack this team is through the air. How many passing yards did he have? Pass attempts. Jeez. Ugly. It's ugly out there. But I think that's a close enough line where you could easily say he gets over that today. I mean, that's so narrow. Is there anybody with a 199 offering? 199 Bovada. Look at that on Bovada. That's a good bet. That's a good play right there. That's a good play right there. I think that's a good play. For the Seahawks and 49ers game, you know, there's a lot of touchdown equity. There's a lot of guys that could have big games. I don't think anybody on this 49ers team is going to be able to keep up with these receivers. I think we could see JSN go off. So, you know, 130 plus and a touchdown, something like that. This is a decent ladder spot for JSN here. Even if you did JSN 100 plus and then just do Kittle like Kittle 40 plus or something, right? Like easy. Something like that. Is there a way I like it even better? Probably with CMC in the mix, it could be a little bit better. But if you're going to do that, you got to do rushing and receiving. So you could do it like that too. I like either one of those. JSN 100 plus game and a touchdown. Or, and you can build this out however you want here. But or you could just throw on CMC in here. That's a 500 here now. How do I hate how they made the touchdowns so massive now. I know you guys can't see that. Give me a second here. Oh, wait, I could do it right there? Okay, good. They made those touchdowns. Okay, I guess I could have done it like that, right? So crazy. It's crazy. Okay, I've got that one. I like that one too. You know, Kittle, end zone, any of these guys for end zones. Zach Charbonnet was the darling last week with touchdowns. You could just do him to score a touchdown. You could do JSN and CMC 100 plus for both, rushing and receiving, and then Charbonnet touchdown. All are very good options here. And let's just talk touchdowns here. Let's just talk touchdowns. Go back here, go to home. And can I do touchdowns? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Those two. Maybe I can't. Maybe it's not putting them all together, consolidating them. CMC and JSN. And if you want to go with somebody like Charbonnet, you could do that at a plus 115. I think that's actually quite strong here. A plus 1929. Now, there we go. Now I can snip the whole thing, I think. There. If you ran out the two of them, what is that at? What does that put us at? Plus 2,400 for JSN and Charbonnet both to get in the end zone. So now you're taking 2 of the touchdowns on one team, but still, the 3 of them. Go crazy. Go crazy. Here we go. One more. That's the last one I want to snip for now. Those are my favorite touchdown plays here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Pure degeneracy. Yeah, I think those are and okay, last but not least, first touchdowns. First touchdown for both games. Touchdown. How about a Mike Evans first tutty and Zach Charbonnet? Just going to snip a couple of these here. Okay. And now we can do a Kittle and Bucky. But man, I don't know. Or do you just go with Tucker? I've been on Tucker a lot these last few weeks. Actually, Tucker's such good odds. I would just play Tucker as a straight. Just play Tucker as a straight here. Does that make sense? With that plus 1100, just play that guy as a straight. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't take his first. I had his anytime. There we go. These are two good guys to take as straights, honestly. And yeah, I got to go in and enter some of these as just straights. That's just a great straight play right there, in my opinion. George Kittle for a first touchdown at a plus 11 or plus 1,000. And for the first game, the guy I liked for that first touchdown was just Sean Tucker right there. And honorable mention to Godwin. I'm gonna snip him too, because I do think, given those odds, that's pretty strong. All right, so I've got a couple. That's my combination. I'm gonna probably round robin. No, I wouldn't round robin them, but I'm gonna throw them into something and just play. Make sure I have a little bit of exposure to each one. And man, even Chuba though. Even Chuba around the goal line. 1,600 is not bad. All right. Oh, McLaughlin, the kicker plays. Yeah, of course. Kicker plays. Field goals. There we go. Confidence score likes it. Actually likes all the kickers today. There you go. That's what my guy is talking about there. Good call, Jeffro. That's a good call. That's a good call, buddy. That's a smart play. I didn't even think about that. That's why it's the number one play. All right, guys, 2-game slate, shorter stream. I'll be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time for the NFL Sunday whole slate, all the games. Going to be an interesting show, interesting stream, because, you know, who knows what's going to be happening with who's healthy, who's playing, who's not. A lot to track. Make sure you guys check this out so that you stay on top of all the news. Please do me a favor, like the video, comment on the video. I truly, greatly appreciate you guys doing that. Let's see, hold on. I'm just curious. If I move this up, let me just adjust my camera with me, will you? There. Now you can see the corner. That's no good. Can't have that. Quality control. This is why you guys are the best. Just let me screw around with things. I'm still cut off. My head's cut off, but that's okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great Saturday. Have a fun Saturday. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope we win out some money. Make sure you guys are in the Discord. That is where all the plays end up getting put later on. And VIP plays for myself, Properachi. Your boy's on a 6-0 run too. You know, I didn't even talk about that, but we're doing things. All right. All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys are here tomorrow, 11 a.m. See you.